Good morning all. There's a genre of YouTube video, popular predominantly with young women, called What's in My Handbag? And I thought, well, I don't want to be left out, so I'm going to do a What's in My Handbag video. I've borrowed a suitably girly handbag for this, in a rather fetching purple, although I get the impression it's not a completely new handbag. It does look a bit dog-eared at the corners. But here we go. This is my very first What's in My Handbag video. So, what is in my handbag? Well, let's have a look at the first item. And yes, now I literally couldn't leave the house without one of these in my handbag. It is a motor-fan combination. And I'm pretty sure that this came from the pound shop. And I think the reason I bought it was in some sort of air freshener, battery-powered air freshener, and I thought, well, it must at least have something electrical in it. And yes, it did. It had a motor, which I would guess is 3 volts, and a fan. Let's actually power that up. Can't be bothered with 3 volts. Let's shove 9 volts on it. Should get it working nice and fast. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. So yes, essential item for your everyday handbag use, a motor and fan combination. Okay, what's next? Well, who could seriously travel any distance without a GoGo Cheer Bar? So this, I think, came from Maplin. I'm pretty sure it came from Maplin. It has a large number of LEDs, surface mount LEDs by the look of it, 32 I think or something. It's quite a lot, so I thought, well, that should be able to produce some really quite nice messages. I've got a feeling there are some LEDs on this side as well, and then there's a sort of rubber hinge, so the idea is that you wave it like that and it produces messages in thin air. I mean, essential. I mean, can you imagine if your Ford Fiesta broke down, then you'd have to attract attention with this thing. So let's stick some batteries in it and see if there are any messages in it. So a couple of LED Lenser AA alkalines in there. Let's put the cover on. Now there's 2 buttons on here. I can't remember which one you press. There's also a USB connector, and this came with some software so that you can write messages on your PC and then upload them to the GoGo Cheer Bar. I have no idea if that would still work. I don't know how this thing works. I can't remember. Oh, hang on. There's a message there. There is a message there. I can't remember which button. No, that's not the right. It's the front button. Definitely the front button. Could you read that? Something there, but I couldn't read it. I think there might have been an M. Oh, useless thing. Now, what's this? Ah, souvenir. When I went to Bletchley Park, I thought I must have a souvenir of my visit. So I bought one of their green energy wind-up LED lights, which doesn't actually seem to work. There's a brief flash coming from that. See if I can charge the battery. No, not really. It does flash, but it won't stay on, and it won't charge either. I honestly don't know why I keep this sort of thing. Anyway, yes, a little quite useless torch from Bletchley Park. Now, like any good electronics enthusiast, I am a bit of a hoarder, and this item is obviously very old. It's a electromechanical counter with a reset button there. It's probably 12 volts, but I expect it'll work on 9. Let's give it a try. Oh yeah, that's good. That works really well. Now, I have absolutely no idea whether it would make any sense to use this. It's probably drawing an enormous current, but it's just a very nice item. So I probably will continue to keep that. Yeah, I think that's fairly essential for everyday carry. What else do we have in here? Well, these are rather nice. It's a pair of VU meters. I think many years ago I was planning to build a stereo mixing desk, and of course you had to have a VU meter, well, two, stereo of course. Although with these 3 watt, well, one of them's got a 0.1 ohm and the other's got a 0.27 ohm resistors wired across them directly, I think latterly I had been using them as sort of crude ammeters. Of course I had no idea how many amps were actually flowing, but I could see that variations in current flow, change in current flow was visible on these, if not the actual current flow itself. But they're rather nice. I don't think I can throw these away. I think I've got to hang on to them. Definitely hoarder mentality. Right, what's next? Well, these 2 items are examples of dangerous mains devices. This one's a very dangerous mains adapter, illegal in so many ways. For the UK, of course, it's unshuttered, and UK mains plugs have to be shuttered. I think the distance from the edge of the bit that you hold to the pin has to be a minimum of 9.5 millimeters, I think it is, and that clearly isn't. Now these are sent out whenever something is designed to be plugged into a UK socket and doesn't have a UK plug on it, but I mean, that's horrible, isn't it? Totally dangerous. And then this one is, I probably was planning to do a teardown of dangerous USB mains adapters, but my general policy of not featuring dangerous main stuff in my videos anymore now applies. I mean, would you seriously plug your smartphone into that and then plug the other end into the mains? I know I wouldn't. Awful thing. Absolutely horrid. Why do I keep it? These do have quite versatile plugging combinations though, I've noticed. You can either plug your adapter to live and neutral, or you can actually plug it across, what would that be, neutral and earth, if you wanted to try that. I don't think it would do anything. Or even across live and earth, and that would probably still work, because neutral is tied to earth at some point. I think at the substation, if I remember rightly. So yeah, that's quite a versatile system there. Still damn dangerous though. Now here's a couple of items which I bought in a sort of bulk buy from, I think it was the Kingful Electronic Company, but didn't feature them in a post bag because they kind of didn't seem like they had any kind of electronics relevance. They're just nice general purpose brackets, which I bought 2 of, which could be useful for something mounting, I don't know, a heatsink or something for LEDs or something like that. They're just very versatile general purpose brackets. If I can find a link for these, I'll put it on the video, because they are quite useful, so I'll certainly be hanging on to those. And finally, a very large item. It's this, which is, I think, a CD rack. I bought this at the local charity shop, not for CDs. I actually bought it for something else. I'll try and explain what it's for, but just to comment on handbags, they are actually very useful, aren't they? I mean, this thing's big enough to hold a CD rack. It's brilliant. Now, I noticed when I was in the shop that this thing stands up not only flat like that and on its end, but it also will stand on this sort of narrow strip running along the back. It's not very stable, but it does stand like that. And if I added some feet screwed through this wire mesh, I think it could stand quite stably like that. But what did I get it for? Well, if I can find it, I'll show you. Now, I've not actually tried this, so I'm not sure how effective it's going to be. But the idea was to store these reels of surface mount resistors and capacitors. These were going to be for the surface mount version of the PWM5 solar charge controller. I wanted a place to put them. Well, that's actually quite good. Let's try this one. Yeah, that actually I think could work. Well, they certainly fit. What if it's sitting like... No, that doesn't work, because they roll out. They probably work like that. Probably do. Yeah, and it even stands without falling over. It's not brilliant, is it? I think that is the best way that it would work. But yeah, these reels of surface mount components. What's this one? 100 nanofarad X7R, plus or minus 10%, 25 volt from Rapid Electronics. In it goes. Yeah, I like that. I could use that. I'll need to put some little feet on that, but that's what that was for. So, I hope you enjoyed seeing my everyday items that I carry around with me at all times in my handbag. If you did, rate, like, subscribe, tweet, Facebook, whatever you want to do. And if you want to see part 2, what's in my handbag, just let me know. Cheerio.